And good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk. Tonight we will be going over season 6 of The Shy, episode 8 review recap. Tonight Keisha is with us. Dwayne's not with us tonight. He has some business to take care of. What's going on, Keisha?
Nothing. Just waiting on my food delivery.
What you order?
Some tacos.
Oh. Taco night. I had some lasagna.
Did you?
Turkey lasagna, yeah.
That sounds good too.
Yeah, I was in the mood for some turkey lasagna this week. So, Keisha, who shot you? We all know Rob got shot. Interesting episode. Let's just get right to the main thing. For those that don't know, we've been saying it every week when we do our review show, is that Emmett and Kevin are the only two actors who have been on every episode of The Shy. And the actor, good evening, Nicole, the actor who is playing Kevin is leaving the show. He kept it under the wraps while they were filming, and nobody knew. Some people try to say they knew, but they kept it quiet and didn't let the fans know. So it was rather surprising Saturday that he announced it. It had dropped on Paramount on Friday. That's when Dwayne, Keisha, and myself saw the episode. And he's gone, Alex Hibbert. And I mean, I don't know what to say, because it's like, Keisha, 1 minute we don't know if they're going to be renewed for season 7, but where are they going to go? Because Kevin and Emmett are the main characters, the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think they're going to go? We could discuss that, and then we'll get into the episode. But what you think about all that? Just Kevin and Jen,
like I appreciate it. Like the Kevin, the montage, the going back. I appreciated that.
Yeah, you know what's funny? It really makes you realize, like, yo, we really been watching this show and seeing these young kids grow up. They grow up in front of us.
Where I'm a little iffy on where they want to go. I feel like it's going to be a Trig and Fatima thing. I don't know if that's a good thing. I feel like it's going to be a Gemma and a Brittany thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a good thing. Not because I'm opposed to that, but this is not like, it shouldn't be the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think Bakari is going to be taking more of a presence. They gotta fill Kevin's void. Mm-hmm. What I would like to see is them get more into Jake's background, Jake and Peaches and Doodah. I always felt like Jake, it would have been a good story if Jake was actually Doodah's son.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because we always say, and we even said it yesterday, that a lot of these shows, they throw a lot against the wall and then see what sticks. It's still a whole bunch of open storylines where they could go. Like you said, with the Jake, with knowing the background, We assume that dude I killed Reg. We never seen a body, and you know what they say:
Right.
if you don't see the body, assume that person ain't dead. Um, we know that the actor
Yeah.
Bart Fitzpatrick he left. Um, it was always speculation of why he left, but he never said anything. I you know, I'm trying to understand where they're gonna go, Keisha, moving forward. Uh, if they do try to get into Bakari and his sister, like I get it. Yeah, they're homeless. They living from pillar to post. But how did they get there? Their parents got high. Explain the dynamic. Explain like even with her just popping up and she was homeless. Yeah, she got music, but she got 10 racks to give Gemma. Like, what's Gemma gonna do with this money? Like, it's interesting where they plan to go. I did think, and I said this to Dwayne. I see Maisha had to get mad to spit some dope rhymes because her little rhyme in that booth was alright.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they gonna go with Maisha's character. She just gonna live in public housing the whole time. Like this is one thing I get upset about these shows is that you didn't show her mother for the prom. You showed her for graduation. Um, it, it- they could have got more out of. It was still some meat on the bone, for lack of better words, there with the show.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing all these new characters in, you bring in Dre's ex girl in, like for what?
Yeah,
Where are
I
we
don't know
going?
what that's about.
Yeah, where are we going? It's like you're trying to, and the Shy is very private, and they never announce when they get a new episode. But we know that the writer's strike hopefully will be ending soon. So if they get approved, like where are we going with this?
I
Not,
mean, first of all, I think they need to get into Emmett and his parents. Um, I mean, they're having the Emmett and Darnell thing, but Emmett and his mom was so
close.
close. It's like she's non-existent.
Yeah. And even so much, at least let us know, like the cancer's in remission, tell us something. And Yolanda Cross is a pretty decent actress. I think they could do more. It's like these actors and actors definitely in here. They're not allowing them to be who they are. I know getting into the episode, I really love Keisha. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lynn Whitfield she just does it for me on shows.
Listen, did I tell you beforehand?
Huh?
Did I tell you before you watched it?
Yes, you told me before I watched it. Did she get Tiff together?
Hmm.
She put Tiff in her place like, yo, you just a hussy that's around. Like
Yeah,
and and,
get
and,
her out of here.
and even though my appreciation, your appreciation, I know Dwayne appreciates Lynn Whitfield. Is she too classy for this type of show? Because she knows how to get people together. She's such an accomplished actress. I don't know how well she's gonna do on this show unless they make her basically into a drug lord.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna have Who Shot JR again with Duda, because this is a
Oh,
recycled story.
Rob, that's the name of the episode. Who shot you?
We've been here before because Brandon Mama shot her.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did they bring him back alive? But anyway, I like Duda though. So do they have no other choice but to kill him?
I mean, the way they made him out to be public enemy number one. Obviously, he's gonna know who shot him because Rob is sitting up in the hospital. We don't know. We don't even know if Rob is gonna make it. Coming back, we don't. For those of you that don't know about the Shy is not released when they are going to come back on. So it's a good chance we're not going to see episodes 9 through 16 until 2024, which is interesting because that's a long wait for you to split up a season. Now, some people will say they split the season up like this because of the writer's strike. They didn't do that because of the writer's strike. This was planned. And why would you do this with the so I believe that they did 16 episodes knowing because you work in corporate America before, Keisha, and you still do. they know when something like this is coming down the pipe, a strike. So I think
Right.
they tried to get all the filming in, get 16 episodes, and they may have even alternative endings to the season, um, and not knowing where they're gonna go with it. But I don't know. I just think Lynn Whitfield. I mean, she's such a good actress. I don't,
When she told her son get up so she could put her foot in his ass,
that was a black mother, huh?
yeah, why he telling family business? I loved it.
I mean, that's what you do. You keep your business. You keep family business. Family business. Tiff. I was a little upset the way that they went with Tiff's character this season. The last two seasons, basically, Tiff is about her business. Tiff basically, unfortunately, Tiff. When you think about it, Tiff never. She don't have nothing. Her mother basically put her out because of Emmett. They was living in the basement. Emmett became the man that Tiff wanted to be, and then she didn't want to be bothered with him no more. And Emmett, the burden of what Tiff is telling him indirectly, and how Keisha is putting this burden on him, is putting a burden on Emmett. And I think this interesting because why would they want to put Emmett in harm's way? Everybody claimed they feared Duda, but they got Emmett in harm's way.
So let me say this. I have been under the weather the last couple days, and I restarted watching the show. I don't think Emmett would even be dealing with Duda if you rewatch it from the beginning, because it came to a point where Brandon had a healthy fear of what could happen to him when he found out that Duda wasn't a businessman solely. So some of that part in the writing I struggle with, because it's just like they think like they play on our intelligence.
Yeah.
But I also want to see if Trig comes back, because politics is a dirty game. Just like, so with Trig being in the street, it's a natural progression to be in politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they're doing his character justice. So they made him do a complete 360. And a place like Chicago and a place like Newark, I don't believe it. Because you don't get nothing done that way.
Yeah.
So,
he may have good intentions, but he still be about the BS.
Yes. And so, when he went to the mattress, he told her that he was going to take a shower and went to the mattress. I want to see if it's any follow through with that. Because the reality is he's exposed. He was exposed when Duda beat up Jim's father and left him half dead. And he's exposed with the Q situation.
It's literally, they did kind of leave the episode 8. I'm glad it was the mid-season finale, because it is a lot of cliffhangers. Like, what happened? Like you said, is Trig gonna show up right after the drive-by shooting and shoot Duda, or shooting up?
Right.
Like, what's gonna happen with Rashad? Rashad ain't got no place to go.
Right. So he should be down for. He should be down for a get down. He need a place to stay.
Yeah. The Bakari having those guns. I just thought that whole thing was strange with the gun situation. I told you that was weird. Even the situation with Papa, and I know a lot of people may feel like, Papa want to do right by his father, but the girl has a general interest in Papa, and now, yeah, your father didn't approve of you dating the girl, but your father didn't approve of you dating the girl. It was more so about Papa wasn't mature enough yet to be responsible for a woman and her child. It had nothing really to do with the girl, even though it was from a rival church's, rival minister's daughter. So I thought that was interesting. Papa's father knows Papa. Papa is not. I mean, he's talking about going to school and they're sitting there smoking weed at the same time, which I thought was crazy.
Um, Papa is trying to find Papa and be his own man.
Mm-hmm.
And with his father unexpectedly passing away, now he's trying to live up to whatever his father wanted for him.
Yeah.
But we need to see more of his mother, because his mother should be like, hey, your father lived his life.
Mm-hmm.
And despite what we think about Christians or Muslims or people who are heavily involved in their religion, a lot of times they do allow their children to live their life and make their mistakes or make their decisions about how they're going to live their life. So if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be a little bit put off, because that should happen. Coogie, we saw Coogie with a 5 o'clock shadow.
That was a little crazy, Keisha. And I'm going to tell you, you know why? Because we haven't seen Coogie since episode 1. And you bring him back 5 seasons later. They brought him back 5 seasons later, but 7 years. It was 7 years. The Shy debuted in 2015. 8 years. So I just thought that was weird that they would bring Coogie back. Nicole said, and what about Maisha's siblings? Yes, and what happened to them? They never explained that. There's so much, Nicole, like you said there, they can go down Maisha's family.
Yeah, because remember, her mother wasn't sending her to school to babysit.
Yes, Nicole. Me and Keisha and Dwayne discussed this. How much sense is it for Emmett to set up a meeting with Duda, then try to kill him like he won't put 2 and 2 together? It's just, and they got these masks, and Rob can't shoot, and he wants getting shot. Like I thought Rob, like they was trying to. It's just weird. Like, why would Rob and Emmett team up to go basically commit a murder? Like, come on.
Yeah, that was weird.
Come on now. They could do better than that. Like, they could do better. But overall, I really like the episode now, without it coming back in for a while. I don't know. Gotta be careful, man. As they say, you gotta take advantage while the iron is hot. Some of these shows, they've been gone for so long, like, with COVID and the writer's strike before. A lot of these shows lost their luster. Yeah, Nicole, it was like a scene out of Dumb and Dumber. Like, it just didn't feel right. It just seemed odd. Trig was supposed to have did it, like Keisha was saying. Like, we were supposed to see Trig. Damn this Victor stuff, and just make it make sense. But overall, Keisha, I'm gonna just give my rating now. I'm gonna give it a 6. 6.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I missed something. Think my food here. Due to the Kevin and the nostalgia, and I felt all the love. Like, I felt like his mother, who plays his mother.
Mm-hmm.
I felt her emotions like her baby was leaving.
Okay.
So based on that, I'm gonna give it a 7.25.
Ooh. Well, that's funny. A lot of the actors, according to IG, what we seen, they were emotional, man. I guess Alex must really be a tremendous actor. I mean, you've been around somebody for 8 years, and
yeah, they watched them grow up, because I think him, Jake, and Papa, they all like 18, 19.
Yeah, Nicole. The flashbacks were good. The flashbacks really make you think, like, damn, I've been watching this show for that long. Like, damn. Kevin was a little knucklehead. Kevin got away. With shooting somebody and left the show. So,
Yo, Kevin was on drugs. They never finished that storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't talk about Jim ass.
Damn. Why she got to be all that?
I mean, it is what it is.
I think Gemma, they kind of messed her up. She was on this, pro-black, power to the people shit, and they got her. Now she's, a hip hop manager, and She's very naive, which I expect anyway. Um, and
I
Jake
mean,
Gordon,
she's sheltered. I
Jake,
expect the naivety.
Jake said you the hoe and she's the pimp.
Yeah. I listen, I love Jake. He's so blunt. He's
Yo,
Reg.
when you think about Jake and his no filter little young ass, he do say whatever is on his mind, and he say some funny stuff, And he be like, I ain't a little kid no more. Like I'm grown. Like, so I wouldn't mind them seeing going in that direction with Jake. Jake is hilarious,
I love Jake.
Jake on his entrepreneur.
Jake is and that was ticket.
I'm surprised dude ain't trying to invest in Jake. Like, get these shirts popping, get you a little warehouse, get you a storefront. I mean, I would like to see that. Just the show. When you think about Keisha, when you think about season 1, all the way back to Braden's mother and Ronnie's friends, Ronnie's grandmother, how she passed,
And Grady or Groovy. What was her boyfriend name?
Yeah, it was really a good show. Ronnie not knowing the dude was his father that lived right across the street for all them years. Like, they need to bring back, how can I say it? More of the family, the community aspect. Like right now, and I'll tell you, this is one show that I am not upset. I would not be upset if they bring the cops back. The cops were integral.
I was upset when they got rid of the cops because that Tucson story with her son being in jail, and him wanting her to, stop, drop, and roll and send him money because he was getting beat up and all these different things. I thought that was a good storyline to be explored.
Yeah.
Then the other cop was Puerto Rican, or he was some type of Latino, but he looked Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
And he had all of this, regret because he said a black kid did something that they didn't do, and I think the kid got killed.
Yeah, he was upset because Kookie, for a lot of people that don't know, just to reiterate, Kookie got killed because he had Jason's chain. Jason got killed by a cop. Kookie was his friend, took the chain. Kookie got killed. Ronnie killed Kookie because he thought that Kookie had killed Jason. So he took the chain. So the cop, initially in the beginning, Keisha, correct me if I'm wrong, he really was trying to police the community in a community aspect way. So he felt tied to the community. Even when he found out that Ronnie got on a technicality, he was mad because he felt as though Ronnie got away with murder. And that was a good aspect of the show. They never explained who these people was with the real estate, why they was coming to buy all these houses. Like, that was an angle that a lot of people go through in the inner city. Like, who these people do this gentrification and all this stuff. Well, Nicole, the funniest thing about that, Tracy done got a whole bunch of people killed. Tracy be she got Ronnie killed. She made Ronnie feel the type of way. And then Nicole, the funniest thing is that we never even seen Tracy and Jada have a conversation about Ronnie. Because remember, Ronnie and Jada was checking on each other, and then he got
a little bit.
Yeah. He got drunk and he just messed it all up drinking that cheap ass wine. So, and then when he tried to get himself together and got Tracy back, that's when Bakari shot him in the head. Like, it's interesting, but I don't know.
Well, Bakari, I kind of felt like he just popped up when he shot Ronnie.
He said this.
No, he was in a couple episodes. That's when the season was trash. Keisha.
Yeah.
He was in a couple episodes. So, and he was like a knucklehead. He was getting into it with this one and that one and stay on your block.
Yeah, Sonny kept telling him to get away from the store.
Mm-hmm.
But it was interesting that they had that, and then they brought Kookie all the way back. Like, yo, you didn't have to shoot him for me. Like,
because I don't even understand the friendship. Because Bakari is a straight up street kid.
And that's, and
Coogie
that's
was a skater boy.
you never seen Bakari have a relationship with Brandon and be like, yo, your brother was my guy, like we was cool. They never brought back Brady's cousin, the Weed Connect, like they could have did so much. But Dwayne did bring something to me the other day when he said Dwayne told me that Shannon Brown, who plays Papa, is Corey Hardwick's nephew.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't like Papa on that bike. They should have.
Is what the actor who plays Dante. Yeah.
They shouldn't have had Papa on that bike. His titties was bouncing.
Papa still got the best scene in TV history, Keisha. One of the best scenes in TV history. When he came out there with that Biggie outfit, Big Papa.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I'll never forget that with him. So when he grows older and grows into his acting career.
Let me tell you, those old episodes was phenomenal. With the kids.
They should have brought the school teacher back for graduation.
They should have. Because they used to get on his nerves.
On his nerves. He used to call Papa Stanley. He was the only one that called Papa outside of his father, his real name. And he's the one that pushed Kevin to get into the private school before Kevin eventually got kicked out. They never brought back, the dude that Keisha was trying to deal with in the store. Like, they just went all over the place. But I don't know. We ain't got to keep this long. I know you got to do what you got to do, and I got a couple of things I need to do. Any final thoughts?
I am looking forward to it. I hope it doesn't take too long. I don't want it to lose my interest.
Yeah.
I want to see who's alive in the end, because Emmett probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So I just want to see. I want to see what happens going forward.
Great. With that, everybody in the chat. Until next time, man. We'll be back. Be back next week with We'll do our power reviews either next Monday or next Tuesday. And until the next time we see you guys for the Shy review episode 9, whenever they get back. Remember, the best way to support the channel is to like, share, subscribe. Until then, you guys take it easy and have a great night.